everyone. This is the lecture number 5 of current electricity. So till now we have studied the very fundamental law of current electricity, that is Ohm's law. We have seen the behavior, what is ohmic behavior and what is non-ohmic behavior. After that we saw the carbon resistors and color coding for carbon resistors. So today we will start our lecture with series and parallel combinations of resistors. So in a circuit, resistors can be combined in any of these three types. First is series combination, other is parallel combination, and third is mixed combination. Mixed combination can be said of mixed combination of series and parallel combination. As we have seen the combination of capacitors in the previous chapter, here in the same way we will see the combination of resistors and how it affects the total resistance of the circuit. So first is series combination. Resistors are called to be connected in series combination when one end of one resistor is connected with other end of other resistor. So if you have, suppose you have three resistors, say R1, R2 and R3. So if they are connected like this is R1 and one end of this resistor is connected with R2 and this end is connected with another resistor R3, then this type of combination is called series combination. As you know, for a circuit to be complete, it should be connected with a battery. Battery creates the potential difference, and here we have a positive terminal and other is negative terminal. So you can see here, when resistors are connected in series combination, the current will start flowing from positive end of the battery and will go towards the negative end of the battery. So let's say this is your current. So I is going like this. It first goes from R1 resistor, then R2, then R3, and here it comes like this. So in a series combination, the value of current for this resistor as well as this resistor remains same. So you can see that in series combination the value of current remains same for each resistor. But when you see the potential difference across each resistor, suppose you connect a voltmeter across this resistor and connect other voltmeter across this resistor, then potential value will be different for these two. For this, potential value will be V1 and potential value for this R2 will be V2 and potential value for this R3 will be V3. So you can see from here that in a series combination the value of current remains same while value of potential is different in series combination. So I wrote it here. The resistors are said to be connected in series if same current is flowing through each resistor and resistors are connected end to end with one another. You can see it from the figure. Value of current is same for each resistor and these resistors are connected from end to end with one another. So if resistances are R1, R2 and R3 and potential differences across each resistor is V1, V2 and V3, then from Ohm's law, I write it here, from Ohm's law we know V is equals to IR. As in series combination, I is constant, I is same for R1, R2 and R3 and value of V and R changes simultaneously. So we can write V1 is equals to IR1. Similarly, V2 can be written as IR2 and V3 can be written as I into R3. This is all from Ohm's law. So if V1 is the potential difference across R1, V2 is the potential difference across R2, V3 is potential difference across R3. So if the potential provided by battery is V combinedly, then we can write V is equals to V1 plus V2 plus V3. And if say R is equivalent resistance. I write it here, equivalent resistance. Then V can be written as V is equals to IR. R is equivalent resistance, V is total potential difference, and I remains same for series combination. So putting values in equation number 1, we get IR is equal to IR1 plus IR2 in the place of V2 and IR3 in the place of V3. So from here I take I common from this equation and I am left with R1 plus R2 plus R3. So from this equation R comes out to be R1 plus R2 plus R3. So in a series combination, if I ask you to calculate the equivalent resistance of the series combination, the equivalent resistance will be simply algebraic sum of the resistances which constitute the total resistance. So as a conclusion, we can write equivalent resistance of a number of resistors connected in series is equal to the sum of individual resistances, and R is equals to R1 plus R2 plus R3 in the case of series combination. Next is parallel combination of resistors. We saw in the series combination the resistors are connected with one end to another in this case of series combination, but in the case of parallel combinations all the resistors are connected to one point and other end of all the resistor is connected to other point in the case of parallel combination. We understand this parallel combination again with the three resistors. Say we have three resistors R1, R2 and R3. As I have said that one end of all resistors is connected with one point and other end of all the resistors will be connected to another point like this. If this is your R1 and this is your R2 and this is R3, then in the parallel combination these resistors will be connected like this. See here, one end of R1, R2 and R3 is connected with point A and another end of R1, R2 and R3 is connected with point B. And to complete this circuit, we connect it with a battery which provides it a potential difference. This is positive terminal of the battery and this is negative terminal of the battery. But in the parallel combination, here you can see the current starts from positive terminal of the battery and comes to the negative end of the negative terminal of the battery. So if the current I flows from positive terminal, and here it divides into three branches. First branch goes to R1 resistor, other branch goes to R2 resistor and third branch goes to R3 resistor. So here I divides into I1, I2 and I3, and here at point B these three will again combine and make the current I. In the case of series combination, you saw that current was same for all the resistors, but in the case of parallel combination the current is different for each resistor, but here as the end two points are same for each resistor, here potential will be same for each resistor. Let's say the potential is V and current for R1 is I1, for R2 it is I2 and for R3 it is I3. As I have said, the current I is divided into I1, I2 and I3, and at this point I1, I2, I3 combine and make I. So I can write I is equals to I1 plus I2 plus I3, and here potential difference for each resistor is V only. So from Ohm's law says V is equals to IR. So I can be written as V divided by R. I is equal to V divided by R. So let this equation be equation number 1. So here value of I1 will be equal to V same for all, and in the place of R I will write R1. So I1 will be equal to V divided by R1, and I2 will be equal to V divided by R2. Similarly, I3 will be equal to V divided by R3. So here I write it equation number 2. From equation number 2, I will put the values in equation number 1 now. So here I is equals to V divided by R1 plus V divided by R2 plus V divided by R3. Now let us suppose that the combined resistance is your Rp. So I write it here, let equivalent resistance is Rp, then again from Ohm's law V is equals to I Rp, as total current is I, so I write I in the place of current, and V is same for all, so V is equals to I Rp, and from this equation I can be written as V divided by Rp. So now I will put the value of I in this equation, and it becomes V divided by Rp is equals to V divided by R1 plus V divided by R2 plus V divided by R3. So the final conclusion of equivalent resistance in parallel combination comes out to be 1 upon Rp is equal to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon R3, or it is reciprocal of the equivalent resistance. So we can write the reciprocal of equivalent resistance of a number of resistors connected in parallel is equal to the sum of reciprocal of individual resistances. You see it from here that when we connected the resistors in series, the combination is R is equals to R1 plus R2 plus R3, and here when we connect the resistors in parallel combination, the reciprocal comes out to be 1 upon Rp is equals to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon R3. So when we connect the resistors in parallel, the total resistance, or we can say the equivalent resistance, comes out to be less than the individual resistance. But in the case of series combination, as the equivalent resistance in that case is equal to the simple sum R1 plus R2 plus R3. So when the resistors are connected in series combination, the equivalent resistance is higher in comparison of when we connect it in parallel combination. Things to keep in mind is in series combination, as the resistors are connected with one another to end, these resistors are connected from each other by end to end. So the value of current remains same in the case of series combination, but in the case of parallel combination, current is divided into the resistors and value of potential remains same. So next is your mixed combination. Mixed combination is just the combination of series and parallel combination of resistors, where you see the resistors connected in series, the equivalent resistance will be R is equals to R1 plus R2 or whatever it is, and when it is connected in parallel, you will calculate the equivalent by 1 upon Rp is equals to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon R3, like that. Now we will solve a question. So the question is, find equivalent resistance between A and B and current in each resistor. So here you can see this is the point A and this is the point B, and 15 volt is supplied in this circuit, and these resistors are connected in some combination. We need to find the relation of the combination between these resistors. So first we will simplify this circuit. Let's see, this is the point A. Now you see this point, these two resistors, 3 ohm and 6 ohm. This point you can see from this figure. This point is one point and this point is other point. So you can say 3 and 6 are connected in parallel. So this is 3 ohm and this is 6 ohm. This is one point, and there is no resistor between these 2 points, so we can say this is 1 point only. So 3 and 6 are connected in parallel, and from 6 you can see there is one other resistor which is 8 ohm, and 8 ohm is connected with point number B. So here it is 8 ohm and it is our point number B. Now you see from 6 and 8 there is one resistor of 30 ohm. So 30 ohm is connected between these two in parallel combination. So 30 ohm can be written like this. So now I will give it a name C, and this point D, and again this point E. So first we will find the equivalent resistance between A and B. So we will start with from C and D. The equivalent resistance between C and D will be equal to, as 3 and 6 are connected in parallel, so we will write 1 upon RCD equal to 1 upon 3 plus 1 by 6, and it comes out to be 2 plus 1 divided by 6 or 3 divided by 6, and here RCD equal to 2. Now you can make the figure like this. C and D, these two resistors are dissolved to 1 and become 2 ohm resistor, and here you have 8 ohm resistor, and 130 ohm resistor is also connected in parallel. So this complicated structure reduces to this, and this complicated structure reduces to this. Now in this figure you see this 2 ohm resistor and 8 ohm resistor, these two are in series combination. So this is our C point, this is our E point. The equivalent resistance between C and E, I write it CE is equal to 8 plus 2 ohm, and it comes out to be 10 ohm. Now this structure reduces to, this is point A, these two combinedly give us 10 ohm resistance, and 30 ohm is connected in parallel. Now we have simplified this question. Next, these two resistors are connected in parallel. So finally we will write 1 upon RAB will be equal to 1 by 10 plus 1 by 30, and it gives 30, 3 plus 1, 4 divided by 30. So RAB comes out to be 7.5 ohm. So now we are done with first part of this question. So the total resistance between A and B becomes 7.5 ohm. So next part is current, is to calculate the current in each resistor. So as you can see, the battery is of 15 volt. So this will be the circuit. This is 15 volt battery. So from Ohm's law we know V is equals to IR. Then I becomes V divided by R. Here V is 15 volt and resistance, equivalent resistance is 7.5 ohm. So I comes out to be 2 ampere. Now equivalent current or total current is 2 ampere. Now we will go reverse in this question. Before this situation we had two resistances between A and B. These were 10 ohm resistance and 30 ohm. This is 10 ohm, this is 30 ohm B, and battery is of 15 volt. So now when we go reverse in this question, you see here 10 ohm and 30 ohm are connected in parallel. So when two resistors are connected in parallel, potential remains same, means value of potential will be 15 volt, and current will be different for each resistor. So for 10 ohm resistor, for 10 ohm, value of current I will be equal to V divided by R, where V is 15 volt and R, you see, it is 10 ohm. So it comes 1.5 ampere. And for 30 ohm resistor, value of current, I write it I1 and for this I2. And for 30 ohm, current comes out to be 15 divided by 30 or 1 by 2 ampere. As it is asked to calculate the current from each for each resistor, so the 10 ohm resistor was the combination of two resistors. One was 2 ohm and other was 8 ohm. This is point B and it is 30 ohm resistor. And from A to B we have a battery which have the value 15 volt. You see it here, 2 ohm and 8 ohm are connected in series. So current value for these two will be same as for the 10 ohm resistor. So current value will be 1.5 ampere, but the potential for this and this resistor will be different. So to calculate the potential, we again need Ohm's law. As V is equals to IR, so potential for 2 ohm resistor will be equal to I is 1.5 ampere and R is 2, so it is 3 volt. So for this potential will be 3 volt. Now this resistor is a combination of two resistors, 6 ohm and 3 ohm. We are going in reverse direction. So this is point A, 3 ohm, it is 6 ohm and 8 ohm and 30 ohm, and these all connected with point B. So now we will calculate the value of I for 3 ohm and 6 ohm, as 2 ohm is bifurcated into two parallel combination of resistors, that is 3 ohm and 6 ohm. So again from Ohm's law, V is equals to IR and I is equals to V divided by R. So for 3 ohm, I will be equal to V by R, and V for these two resistors is 3 volt. So 3 divided by 3. So current for this resistor will be equal to 1 ampere, and for 6 ohm resistor it will be equal to I is equals to V upon R again. V is 3 and R is 6. So it is 0.5 ampere. So now we have calculated current for each resistor. For 3 ohm current is 1 ampere, for 6 ohm it is 0.5 ampere, and for 8 ohm it is 1.5 ampere, as these two constitute the 10 ohm resistor. So for 8 ohm it is 1.5 ampere, and for 30 ohm it is 0.5 ampere. So that is all for today. In the next lecture we will start our lecture with Kirchhoff's law. Thank you for watching this video.